In the midst of life's uncertainties, many of us find ourselves seeking guidance on how to navigate our deepest desires and spiritual pursuits. One age-old question that has sparked debate and curiosity for centuries is the notion of asking God for what we need, as taught in the Bible. Specifically, Jesus' words in Matthew 7:7-8 resonate deeply with those who feel called to a deeper connection with their faith. Ask, and it shall be given you. Seek, and ye shall find. These powerful teachings emphasize the importance of approaching God with confidence, clarity, and an open heart. For many, the phrase "ask, and you shall receive" has become synonymous with prayer and petition. Yet, its implications go far beyond mere requests for material gain or fleeting solutions. It's about cultivating a relationship built on trust, surrender, and faith in a higher power that has our best interests at heart. As we delve into the biblical wisdom surrounding this timeless concept, we'll explore how it can be applied to everyday life, from navigating challenges to recognizing opportunities for growth and transformation. We'll examine the role of intention, gratitude, and self-awareness in unlocking the full potential of asking, not just as a spiritual practice, but as a lifestyle. Whether you're a seasoned Christian or simply curious about the intersection of faith and personal fulfillment, this journey will invite you to re-examine your relationship with God and discover new ways to embody the wisdom of ask, and you shall receive. Biblical context and key passages. The concept of ask, and you shall receive has its roots in the Old Testament, where God encourages his people to seek him with confidence and humility. In Isaiah 41:10, we find a powerful affirmation that echoes this sentiment. Fear not, for I am with you. Be not dismayed, for I am your God. This verse reminds us that God's presence is always available, and when we approach him with faith, he responds with love and provision. As we turn to the New Testament, Jesus' teachings on prayer become a cornerstone of this concept. In Matthew 7:7-8, as mentioned earlier, Jesus instructs his followers to ask God for what they need, promising that it will be given them. This teaching is reinforced in other passages, such as Luke 11:9-13, where Jesus uses the parable of the persistent neighbor to emphasize the importance of perseverance and trust when asking. A key aspect of ask, and you shall receive, is recognizing that God's responses often go beyond our immediate requests. In Psalm 37:4, we're encouraged to delight yourself in the Lord, suggesting that true fulfillment comes from cultivating a deep and abiding relationship with him. This passage reminds us that God's presence and guidance are always available, even when our circumstances may seem uncertain. As we explore the biblical wisdom surrounding this concept, it becomes clear that ask and you shall receive is not just about getting what we want, but about deepening our connection with God and trusting in his goodness. This involves developing a mindset of gratitude, recognizing that every experience, whether joyful or challenging, offers opportunities for growth and learning. Isaiah 41:10, Matthew 7:7-8, Luke 11:9-13. Meaning and key themes. The phrase, ask and you shall receive, is more than just a simple formula for getting what we want from God. It's about cultivating a deep sense of trust, surrender, and faith in his goodness. When we approach him with confidence and humility, he responds with love and provision. At its core, ask and you shall receive is about recognizing the inherent value of our relationship with God. It's not just about getting what we want or need, but about deepening our connection with him and trusting in his guidance. This mindset shift allows us to see that every experience, whether joyful or challenging, offers opportunities for growth, learning, and transformation. One key aspect of this concept is the importance of intention. When we ask God for what we need, it's essential to be clear about our motivations and desires. Are we asking out of a sense of desperation or gratitude? Do we trust that God has our best interests at heart? This brings us to the role of gratitude in asking. When we approach God with a heart full of thanksgiving, we open ourselves up to receive His blessings and guidance. Gratitude helps us recognize the abundance already present in our lives and cultivates a sense of contentment, even in difficult circumstances. Self-awareness is also crucial when it comes to ask, and you shall receive. By acknowledging our fears, doubts, and limitations, we can approach God with a greater sense of humility and trust. This awareness allows us to see that our worth and value come from being beloved children of God, rather than our achievements or possessions. Ultimately, ask and you shall receive is about living a life of faith, not just as a spiritual practice, but as a lifestyle. It's about embracing the unknown with confidence, knowing that God has our best interests at heart. Practical application today. So how can we apply this biblical wisdom in our everyday lives? One practical step is to approach challenges and difficulties with a mindset of gratitude. Faced with obstacles, ask yourself, what opportunities for growth and learning are present in this situation? Or, how can I see God's goodness and provision even in the midst of hardship? Another key application is to cultivate a sense of trust in God's guidance. This involves surrendering our need to control outcomes and instead trusting that He has a plan for our lives. When we let go of our fears and doubts, we create space for God's wisdom and love to flow into us. Finally, ask and you shall receive. It is about living in the present moment, rather than getting caught up in worries about the future or regrets about the past. Focus on cultivating a sense of awareness and gratitude in the here and now. This allows us to see the abundance already present in our lives and receive God's blessings with an open heart. Practicing gratitude in challenging situations, cultivating trust in God's guidance, living in the present moment. Conclusion. As we conclude our exploration of Ask and You Shall Receive, it's essential to remember that this biblical concept is not just about getting what we want from God, but about deepening our connection with Him. By cultivating a mindset of trust, surrender, and faith in His goodness, we open ourselves up to receive His blessings and guidance. As we navigate the ups and downs of life, let us approach challenges with confidence, clarity, and an open heart. Let us recognize that every experience, whether joyful or difficult, offers opportunities for growth, learning, and transformation. May we remember the words of Isaiah 41:10. Fear not, for I am with you. Be not dismayed, for I am your God. May we trust in His presence and guidance, knowing that He has our best interests at heart. May we embody the wisdom of Ask and You Shall Receive as a lifestyle, not just a spiritual practice.